Let's test a phenomenon on BitTuneX called the AM pump. So it's 8 a.m. New York City time. Bitcoin runs in cycles. There's an overnight witching hour or dump. Let me show you here. Here's the 1 hour chart. We were pumping in the overnight, and right now it's 8 a.m. Here's the 8 o'clock candle. Here, let's take a screenshot of the price, everyone. Here's the 8 o'clock candle. 7, 6, and you could see that around 4 a.m. the long direction started to break. We had an overnight dump. Now, we were over 118,000 in the overnight. So, I had a series of trades. There's even something called the 6:30 a.m. low. Okay, and what we do is we short over a whole number, like 118, when that's the direction, and we long under a whole number, like 118, when it's direction. So you can see here, okay, we entered, and this was a kill shot this morning. Took about 3 minutes. Hold on. So you could see there, 29%, $700. Now this was like quick, 6:30, and I was out immediately. I paused you, and I don't know where I unpaused you. So 6:30 this morning. We know that there is a time called a lull, and we pumped over 118,000. I was able to enter over the whole number, 118,329, and in a quick short, made 29%. Now I'm going to give you the magic leverage numbers. You have to have the $3,000 gap on Bitcoin and 300 on Ethereum. That's not how much you have to have in the trade. That's the gap between you and liquidation. Okay, and you do that by scaling into the trade. In my Discord, I teach this, and plus, go back and watch my previous videos. Every video is a lesson. Now we've been dumping, right? It all depends on the next candle, the 9 a.m. candle. If it's a smaller red, that means the dumping is weakening. The bigger the candle, bigger the move. Smaller the candle, smaller the move. And then, if greens come up, you see that snake down a little bit, it just moved. But the wick matters too. This had a much bigger wick. So the direction really depends. Right now we're in the middle, 117,450. See, it works by the numbers, the price action. But it all depends on the next candle. If it's a big red candle, we'll probably go down, break the lower coordinates, and break 116. Did I say 116? I slipped. I meant 117 into the 116s. Now, there are specific psychological triggers. If we go down to 116,888, usually people buy that dip. The 888 to 700 range. It's crazy. And they buy it, and then we wait at the top. If the direction is still short, we short that dip. Or that little mini pump. Let me show you how the numbers work. The middle of the numbers are 500s, and that includes the 400s and 600s. What is that? It's 18,500, 18,400, 18,600. It's the middle. You don't know where the number's going yet, no matter the color of the candles. Now, if we're going to climb to the next number up, we need to get to the 900 area. What would that mean? Right now, 18,900, and we need to hold that for a while. What that does, this is reading humanity. No charts or anything needed. That makes people think it's going to moon. It's close enough like a magnet to draw them over the whole number. Now here's the thing. If it already broke once and it's weak, there's something called velocity. You've seen it many times. Let's say we go over to the next whole number of 119,000, but it barely cripples over the crossing line. The finish line of 119,000 goes to like 119.50, 119.80, and then slips back under. That's weak. That's low velocity. Now, once you see that happen to 119, you can watch how far down below it goes the first time. Take a screenshot. Okay? And then when they buy the dip at the 888s or maybe the 777s, you're still above the middle. Then you can short them if they have low velocity. If the direction is long, green candles on the 6, green candles on the 1 hour, you want it long below the whole number. Okay? So if the whole number is 119,000, we drop to 118, 700 or that area, that's where you want to long. You don't want to long where everybody else does at the fresh whole number of 119, like 119, 100, whatever, because you're going to slip right down. These coordinates have been proven. I'm going to ask everybody, all my fans that are in my Discord that know about the coordinates, to post your experience in the comments section of this video about the coordinates. Now, how do you know when a number's going to break? Well, that's different. You got to be below the 300s. There are specific numbers. Write it down. 226. Let me show you on the chart. So look, we're still in the middle numbers, everyone. You notice how my chart, I don't trade on BitMEX, I trade on 2-bit. But look how clean my chart is. There's no distractions, no flashing lights. In my Discord, and we're going up. We'll probably go to 118. Why? Because for some reason, at 9:30 in the morning when the stock market opens, we usually get a pump. Is it promised? No, but it happens. A big part of this game is waiting and controlling your emotions. Recently, I've been teaching you about the walkaway. Once you have the gap between you and liquidation, you walk away and use the simple Coinbase 1 hour chart. And you could easily tell if it's time to run to the computer and collect your profits or not, rather than watching every tick. This is new. Again, this is all taught in my Discord. So let's look at 117. We're still in the middle, even though it's red. You got 2 red candles here, but I think this one is weaker. Why? The wick is shorter than this one. We won't know until 45 minutes from now if the next candle is going to be a smaller red, meaning the greens are coming and we've got a pump. But we can also tell by the numbers. Now we're dropping down. 11738. I'm going to give you the numbers. Oh, and if you want to know how to set up your chart like mine, when you get in the Discord, I'll never message you. If you see a fake oracle DM you, trying to be your friend, it's not me. When you get in the Discord, go to OTech Strategies and look for this blonde chick. Right here. And she will show you, step by step, how I'll trade on one exchange like Bitunix, and right next to me I'll have this simple exchange. Because out of the box it doesn't look like this. You don't even have to log into BitMEX. It's not even open to US customers. But we can use their chart. And you could set yours up exactly like mine with this free guide that's under OTech Strategies. And also, if you scroll up, you're going to learn what I'm going to teach you next. I made this video back in 2024, back when we were 50x trading. Now we do much higher trades. I need to correct that. There we go. 86x, updated 2025. But you probably can't see it, but these numbers. This is how you know the whole number's going to break and how you can set up a good short. 226, 113, and 086 are called the beams. The beams. And if the beams start breaking, when the 086 comes, don't jump the gun. Let it break first, and then let them buy the dip, then you short it. When the 086 comes, it's like a sledgehammer. Boom! On a lake of ice. Boom! And that sledgehammer is eventually going to break. You don't want to short the 086. You could short a local bottom. Where's the 086? Over here. 17,086. See, we're not there yet. Not even close. We're in the middle still. We need to see 226, then 113, then the 086. You'll see it a few times. They'll battle to hold the 117 battleground. But eventually, it will break. Don't be the first one to short it. We have a system. We let others short it first, because what if it only goes down to 17,900, then shoots up? So we take a screenshot. I linked this tool below. Oh, that's a shitty picture, but your screenshot should look like that. Okay? Take a screenshot and see how low under 117 it goes if we break. It's early enough that we might go over 118. So how low below 117 does it go? You're going to throw an Aldo, toss a dwarf. Don't be the first one, because I've gotten screwed many times like this, to short when 117 first breaks. When it breaks, it's always going to break again. Let me show you what we do. Dwarf tossing. Once the 086 breaks, and let's say 117 breaks, that's the dwarf toss. Okay? Once it breaks, you're going to see how deep does it go. You can take a snapshot with the screenshot. Does it go to 888, 116, 888, or 116, 700? And then you're going to watch. Walk away if you have to. Look at the Coinbase 1 hour chart for the price only. Okay? Now you're going to walk away. And when they buy up that dip with low velocity, now you will have a map. You will have a map of how deep it goes and how deep you could hold the short. And that's how you'll get your 30-40% hit. At 86x leverage on the 2x cross margin and a $3,000 defensive gap. Feeling the heat, boom, boom, tossing the dwarf. I just told everybody this is the optimal leverage with the $3,000 gap. I've been talking about the walkaway method, which you use when you're down, and how to do it in my previous videos, and creating the $3,000 gap. Now look what's starting to happen. Guys, we have it down to a time cycle. Okay, look, we're going to higher numbers. 789, it's 8:22 a.m. in New York City. Stock market opens in about 1 hour. No matter what, we always pump with the stock market open. I expect us to blow over the whole number. Look, here comes the 800s. Do you see it? No matter what the candles say, what's happening, these candles, look, it's happening on the lower time frames. Playing by coordinates. This is the way to trade. Take direction from here. This looks like direction is short, but I told you, bigger the candle, bigger the move. Obviously, people getting smoked. The candle's smaller. Greens are coming. The AM pumps are incoming. You're going to witness it. It's so exciting. Here they come lining up for the stock market open. This will smoke a lot of people, but you can see the coordinates. They'll go over the whole number. The wisdom of Bitcoin through the ages, thousands of trades, the time, the day. We know everything Bitcoin's going to do in advance. Reading the future is priceless. TA is worthless. Look, here they come. 850. They're climbing. The excitement is coming as we move into the AM pump. So if you look at the 1 hour, you can see how we cycle. Overnight, we happen to pump from about, 8 o'clock. And then in the overnight we dump, and now it's weakening. This is what I teach people. It's very hard to teach you all this in one video. You need to go back and watch my other videos, or even better, get in my Discord. And if you think that I'm trying to sell you on being in my Discord, no, it's free. What I sell is something epic. Below any one of my videos, I'll show you what I sell. Click show more. Well, there's exchange links, there's the Discord link, and then there's learn how to trade from me. This costs about $3,000, 0.03, maybe a little more than that. And I go into everything. It's a Zoom session with me. I don't care if you never traded before. I teach you my way of trading. A simple game of war, Red Army versus the Green Army. Today I have a bunch of people booked, and I'm going to change their lives with the skill that no one could ever take from them. And it never ends. After that, there are consult recap videos, pop-up Zoom calls, and you're in the private part of my Discord, the green room, the war room, where all the people I've traded or trained are. These people are epic, and they will be there with you. You will have friends like never before. Let's check the march. They're going for it. The testimonials continue in real time. These are real people that you'll meet in my Discord.
Francis said plus 51% ETH long plus 65% ETH long plus 171% long ETH plus 150% ETH long plus 61% BTC long. These trades were open yesterday and I followed the walkaway system. Thanks.
The walkaway method is amazing. Oracle Unchained. Okay, let's go to Oracle Fast Money Trader. Just show you. Go to videos. Everyone, Ethereum. I've been talking about this walkaway method. I've even created a playlist, how to trade calmly and screen slavery. Hashtag that, baby. Because there's a playlist that's going to show you exactly how to do this on both my channels. Look, right here, full playlist. The walkaway method. End screen slavery. No more staring at every tick. It's not necessary. The $3,000 gap will allow you to trade calmly and efficiently. Legendary. So what you'll be looking for here, and right now it's 8:30, I'm going to upload this video, is green. And I will tell you, for the Green Army to take over the 6 hour, we need 4 strong green candles. Will they make it? They're in the upper coordinates, but they haven't reached it yet. Most likely by 9:30 they will. It's 8:30. I'm going to have to wrap up this video. Links are below. I will see you in the Discord. Have an epic day. Come and meet everyone who posts real testimonials.